सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. Nature heals with meditation. Today's topic is going to be discussed with the nature. The nature gives us enough of wisdom and knowledge. What we need to understand is to completely surrender to the nature and find the beauty of the nature itself. When we go for the treatment of any of our physical ailment, may it be whatever, no doubt we go for the allopathy, Ayurvedic, or any naturopathy or any traditional medicinal systems which we have prevalent in our nature. I must support it, that we must go for it, because that is the urgency you require for your own body. But here is the question of the early cure is not given by the Ayurvedic treatment immediately. So what we go for is the allopathic treatment, which is utmost specifying and urgently required for, attended for, right? So this is the demarcation or the difference between the allopathy and the Ayurvedic treatment. But my question is, if we have a lifestyle which go for the Brahma Muhurt, early morning rise, when you get up, when you remember, when you see your Karagre Basate Lakshmi, Karamadhe Saraswati, Karamule Tu Govinda Prabhate Karadarshanam, and when you pray to God and be with the nature at the Brahma Muhurt, that is preferably 48 minutes before the sunrise, preferably before 48 minutes of the sunrise. If we get up, and if we can get up continuously for 40 days as one yajna, what we say, as one yajna for your own body, then you see what miracle starts happening unto your body. Question is 40 days. The 40 days of waking up. So when we go for the Brahma Muhurt concept, the nature's life, living with the nature, seeing the beauty of the nature, seeing that dawn, seeing the importance of before sunrise, seeing the serene culture of the universe at the time nobody is getting up. You are the first person you think of. You are the first lot of people who get up at early morning, who sits for the quick connection with the cosmic energy, who sits for the godly connections, who prays for the universe, who prays for the world peace, who prays for the people other than him, then naturally nature blesses that person also singularly with enough of potential or the energy. It's experimented fact This is why all the rishis, ancient saints, they were gaining this power because they had made this lifestyle, the Brahma Muhurt lifestyle, as their own lifestyle without saying. Nobody was telling them to get up. They had cultivated this lifestyle of getting up early morning and living up with the nature. The nature donates you such things unto your body which cannot be explained unless until you get up, you experiment, and you feel it by yourself. You dig into any culture, you dig into any religious leader, you dig into the life of any saints, you dig into the life of anybody who gets up at the early moment, that is before sunrise, and deeply look into the life of those people. They hardly fall sick. If at all they were falling sick, they are slowly reducing that phenomenon of sickness. Because when you get up early morning, you are pumping in such beautiful cosmic energy onto your body, which is only understood by yourself. Nobody else can understand it. Nobody else can write something about it. That is exclusively your domain. That is exclusively your understanding. The self experience of your own. It's purely experiential learning. The concept of Brahma Muhurt is purely experiential learning. That imagination or the visualization which you do for the whole day, that meditation for which you sit for, the kind of body alignment you do with the nature, everything becomes friendly unto your own body system. They don't ask the questions, but you ask your inner questions. You ask your own doubts, and readily they solve everything as quickly as possible within that span of the Brahma Muhurt. Because that is the time of transition of the sun god with our earthly life. It's the time something is happening. It is the time where the earth, the sun, the system, the planetary system, the universe, the nature, there is a transition. And the transition is not for them. The transition is for the creation called as that Homo sapiens sapien, the human intelligence, the consciousness. And when this consciousness receives that cosmic energy, it understands it be with union with the cosmic energy, the energy of the nature. That is the time. That is the time of resonance. That is the time of vibration. That is that your air column vibrates with the natural frequency of the universe. What they experiment as the frequency of the earth system, and what you experiment as the frequency of your own body system in your spinal cord projections or your internal organs, the frequency matches, the resonance happens. It's like tuning of your radio station. It's like tuning of a particular frequency. In the moment you tune up that frequency, you have invented that, discovered that digital transmission and reception in your consciousness. The same way, your consciousness will be able to gel the objects, the thoughts which are pouring into you during the Brahma Muhurt, and you can visualize it. The simple to simple example of the sun god and the objects. If the light is already present and there is an object, things of seeing is not happening until you adopt your own consciousness of seeing that. You see it. Who sees? You see it by yourself. Everybody's seeing is different. You see one stone and you imagine this as a god, goddess. You see one picture and you imagine, visualize something, and that is from your own consciousness, nobody else. Somebody perceives the stone as a pure stone, but somebody perceives the stone as the god, Lord, Shiva. What is there? The difference between the two perception is one is adding up his own consciousness with Lord Shiva, with that object called stone, and the light which falls from the sun god unto it. And somebody who is perceiving it as a stone, a mere stone, is perceiving that because of his or her own consciousness. So, what we see is our own. You might be thinking of, you might be in serious doubt of what I am trying to tell. But yeah, it is true. It is true that you see the things which are entirely different than the other people what they see. The same picture will be in front of you, but the visualization is the addition of the consciousness of your own. So what consciousness you are mixing up into that is like that, mixing up the colors of the primary colors or RBG with each other and creating all other colors. The same way, when our consciousness mixes up with the light and the object, when our consciousness mixes up with the light and the object, that gives you your own thought process. That gives you your own visualizing process. That gives you your own stimulation onto your body. That is you who is perceiving the universe, the world as a whole. Everything is as per the beholders. What we see is our own. That is why I have talked many times about the Panchabhut, the Pran, Panchabhut, and how we are perceiving everything into our consciousness according to the Panchandriyas which are present in our body. So, when you get up, when you sit, when you start remembering the loop, the original loop which was with you, which was in connection with you, but detached after your birth, is clearly seen, clearly visible. You can understand that. Consciousness will tell you that. What was that connection? What do you want? What do you want to see? What do you want to create? What you want to visualize? Things become so clear, so dominant in the Brahma Muhurt that nothing can be compared with the lifestyle of getting up early. May it be any weather, may it be any season, may it be any day, may it be any year, may it be of any age. Getting up at Brahma Muhurt gives you all the same frequency entering into your bodies, giving that unison with the world, giving that unison with the cosmology, the cosmic phenomenon. Then why are we not inclined to? Why are we so suspicious about the importance of the Brahma Muhurt? How many years you will take to do that research of finding that importance? The burning examples have already become those who are guiding you all, who gives you that guiding light by which we all imbibe that thinking, that thought process, that culture, and we become a follower of that Brahma Muhurt concept. But who all gave it, may it be Jesus, or Lord Krishna, or Buddha, or any spiritual leader, deeply look into the life of those spiritual leaders, you'll see they get all these transformative informations to be delivered to the world during the Brahma Muhurt time only. It's nothing other than and nothing beyond this. They get up, they make their lifestyle inclined to the nature, and the nature inclines its behavior to them. They gel up, they think up, they pray together for the blessings, for the welfare of the society, of you all. This is what is happening in the Brahma Muhurt. The power of Brahma Muhurt is not to be ignored. The power of Brahma Muhurt is to be worshipped. The power of rising up early is the golden rule. It should be followed in our life. Moment you cross that border of 40 days practice and the challenge, always I tell you, you will start enjoying that life, that health, that holistic lifestyle of your own. And once you become successful, becoming healthy, then everything follows up, everything goes up, everything flows like the river entering to the ocean without a doubt, without a question. May it be whatever hurdle in your life, you are smoothly flowing into that ocean without turbulences. Somebody told rightly, nobody is going to step into the same river twice. The point is very scientific. It's very scientific. He never steps into any event or the incidents twice in your life. Okay? So, my earnest request to all my followers, everybody who is watching this live session, get up early in the morning, rise up to get the blessing of that Brahma Muhurt energy, that cosmic energy. God bless you. Do well, do good. Good day.